Hello everyone, today I'm at Bridgeport Speedway, the Kingdom of Speed. This great Saturday I will cover exclusively 4-cylinder racing. I will talk to racers, will talk to some people here, making videos from the track, from the pit area, trying to figure out what kind of beast this 4-cylinder racing actually is. Duke, what is 4 cylinders for you as a promoter?
The 4 cylinders, they're an awesome little class we have going on here. When you get a group of them racing together and they run right up against the wall, it's pretty neat seeing them rip around. They get in there single file sometimes, and it's almost like watching Daytona with the 4 cylinders. They'll get ripping around there, they'll do slide jobs on each other, but when you get a swarm of them going, it's a pretty cool sight here when those little things are up on top of the track and just ripping around.
How long you been in racing in the 4 cylinders?
Third year?
Second year for you.
Second full year. This will be his first full year.
Yeah.
Logan, what do you expect from your first race? First year.
Hopefully I can get a win.
Okay, and Dale, what's your biggest achievement so far?
Well, I've won at both tracks I've raced at, so that was kind of cool.
Okay, and what are you actually racing?
I'm sorry?
What are you driving?
I'm driving the 88 Ford Mustang.
All right, and how is different from other classes? I mean, in 4 cylinders.
Well, I'm the only rear-wheel drive guy out there, so I do everything backwards, I guess.
All right, Andy, and for you, how is it to have this family team? How you manage them? Maybe they listen to you. What's your role in the team?
I pretty much build the cars other than the motors, and they race them. I raced here back in early 90s, and big block modifieds, small block modifieds, and street stocks. So we've been a racing family for years.
How long you been racing?
This is our third full-time quote-unquote year, plus we had like half of a season in the beginning when we first finished the car. So it's like year 3 and a half-ish, depending on how you want to count it.
What is your highest achievement so far?
Highest achievement so far. The one race when the car actually ran the way it was supposed to and we finished 5th, despite a hell of a lot of controversy, a hell of a lot of issues. What's the word I'm looking for? Setbacks? That's still not the right word. I don't know, things we had to overcome in the span of one race. We had so much stuff happen and we still managed to finish in 5th place despite a lot of problems. That was probably our biggest achievement.
Tell me about your car.
So it's a 98 Ford Escort ZX2 that I kind of refer to as the Thunderbird ZX2 because we have this beautiful Thunderbird nose on here. We built the roll cage kind of sort of from scratch. We got a kit, but the kit wasn't really the right size, so we had to lengthen all the tubes and make everything actually fit the way we wanted it to fit, and then we added some extra stuff to it, and you know, all the safety accoutrement that you're supposed to have, and we fiddled around with some things, but it's basically just a Ford Escort with a Thunderbird nose on it.
Is it expensive to maintain this car?
To maintain? No. We've had to fix a lot of things. That was a little more expensive, but I would say since we started this project, from the purchasing of this car through the construction of it and everything we've had to fix up until now, I'd be shocked if we spent more than what like a street stock guy pays for his chassis, based on what I've heard street stock guys pay for their chassis, or what modified guys pay for their engines. It's still decently affordable to be able to run in the 4-cylinder class, and that's why we do it, because we can afford to do it. And you know, you can go to the auto parts store and buy brake rotors for $15 for this car. You can go buy we had a faulty oxygen sensor. You can go buy an oxygen sensor for $50, and you know, you don't have to get specially made parts that come from a specific racing supplier that, you know, cost an arm and a leg. It's mostly off the shelf, off the auto parts store shelf.
Things from the junkyard.
Yeah, we bought stuff from the junkyard. So it's reasonably affordable for somebody who doesn't have a lot of money, that they can still be able to go out and race and have fun and get on the track and be like me, live his dream of being a race car driver that he's had since he was a little kid, and by the time he was, you know, 20, had pretty much given up on it, didn't think he'd ever be able to be a race car driver. And then I found out about this series and I said, I could do that. I know I could.
Cool. And from point of view of setup, how is different from other classes here?
I mean, it's different because they're street cars. I think it's a much more relatable form of racing, if you ask me, because everything else is, all the other divisions, everything's, you know, custom built or has to be purchased from a supplier. But this is a car that you might see driving down the road, or a Fox Body Mustang, or a Chevy Cavalier, or a Dodge Neon, or a Honda Civic. It's cars that people see on the road, and when they're going around the track, they can go, I used to have one of those. I don't know, I just think this is a little bit more of a down-to-earth series than like the modified guys who show up with their giant tractor trailers that, you know, we started out with an open trailer, and I had all my tools in the toolbox on my truck, and if I had to get anything, I had to jump into the trailer, into the bed of my truck to get it out of the toolbox. We've upgraded a little bit to where now we've got a closed trailer and we can keep some more spare parts and some more tools on hand. But we started off from some very humble beginnings. There were some races at New Egypt that I was parked between guys who showed up with trailers that probably cost about as much as my parents' house does. And here was us parked right in between them with my little open trailer with my 4-cylinder car. And I mean, we're racing for a way smaller purse, but we're here to do the same thing. We're here to go out and drive as hard as we can and try to finish as well as possible, and, you know, hope to set a new personal best, or maybe even get lucky enough to come away with a win.
Yes, and do you also change setups on your car after heat race, after hot laps, before the feature, or you don't? It's one setup for the whole night?
Not really. Sometimes we
Air pressure.
yeah, we've messed around with air pressure a couple of times.
We only have so much time.
But yeah, but there's also really not that much stuff to change, because that's the one difference of having an actual purpose-built race car, is there's adjustability built into that stuff. But this is a street car. There's not really a whole lot on this thing to change. So yeah, you basically you set it up and hope you know, you might change tire sizes. But other than that, like, there's not really a whole lot you can change. You kind of just gotta hope that it works.
Cool, thank you. And what is your main focus tonight?
Not hit anything. I don't keep it going in a straight line and don't hit anything. And I mean, I don't think there's that many cars. I don't think there's that many 4-cylinder cars here. So I just hopefully not finish last.
All right, hope you'll do it, and good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Joe, how long you been racing?
About 20 years.
What is your highest achievement?
I won 7 championships, and I've won a lot of races over the years.
And what are you driving recently? What is your car?
This is a Ford Escort. I've been running this one for the last 11 years. I ran everything. I ran street stock, sportsman, and sprint cars over the years.
And what is your biggest concern tonight? from racing point of view?
Just track conditions and make sure the car's handling good. That's all.
And what will you focus on?
Handling.
Excuse me?
Handling.
Handling. Okay. And how this car, those 4 cylinders, how are they handling on the track comparing to other rear wheel cars?
They're totally different how you drive them. You have to drive them a little bit more finesse. But for the most part, we still get them around the track about the same way.
Stan, what is 4 cylinders for you as a racer?
For me, they're another division, and you know what? They're supporting the track, so you know what? We like them here.
And as a race fan, how do you see them? How do you watch the racing show?
Oh, they're pretty interesting to watch. You know, they get around there and they're going pretty fast, so you know they put on a good show.
Jordan, what is 4 cylinders racing for you?
4-cylinder racing for me? Well, it's a great entry-level division. I know they're easy to build. I mean, a lot of cars these days are those type of vehicles. They're easy, as far as I understand, they're easy to get, a little bit easier to maintain, just like everything in racing. Some people, you know, put their little more time and effort and money into it. It has grown to be, you know, a pretty good entry-level division. A lot of new drivers can get involved. It's easy to put a roll cage in and just go race. So, yeah, that's what I've understood 4-cylinders to be. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And from point of view of racing show, as a race fan on the grandstand, how do you see them?
Last year, I know it brings up a sad thing with New Egypt Speedway not racing, but I saw a great race at New Egypt last year, and it was probably the best race of the year, and it was the 4-cylinder division. There was maybe only, you know, 10 cars or so, but the top 5 put on a fantastic show. Just you get enough of them out there, and you get how equal they are. They put on a great show, as far as I've seen. I mean, some nights are duds, just like any other division, but a lot of nights they put on a great show.
Hot laps just finished for 4 cylinders, and I'm going to ask the racers about what did they learn from these first laps today. Logan, how do you feel so far?
Felt great. It was a little loose out there on the first turn, but other than that, I drove good. Didn't crash into anyone. Felt good.
Dale, how are you?
Good. Car was loose out there, but we'll make some adjustments and we'll get it ready for the feature.
Did you expect for Steinmetz Robbie to make mistakes?
No, he usually runs good. I didn't think he was going to make any mistakes at all. I mean, he got loose into one turn, but I got loose in a lot of turns. So it's slick out there. We'll figure it out for the future.
Thank you. Hey Joe, what did you learn from these first laps?
Track's in pretty good shape right now. We'll see how it is after the modifieds get done with it.
How is the car?
Doing good. It's handling really well.
Great, see you tonight. Robbie, what did you learn from these first laps?
I learned that, as I suspected, that the synchros in my transmission are probably bad, and I'm going to have to shift really slow, because if I shift too fast, it doesn't go into gear. So I got to be careful with that. But other than that, it once I got it to go into gear, it ran great. So
yeah, it did run great. And what about the track?
Well, my buddies over there who were running the wingless sprints or whatever those are called said the track was really wet when they went out, but by the time I got out there, the track was like perfect. So hopefully it's still perfect when we go out for the heat race.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you.
what do you think about the four-cylinder division as a racer?
I think it's a cool entry-level class, and they always run side by side and always put on a great show. It's like one of my favorites when I come up here as an obviously racer. I like to come up and watch because they all put it out there. So.
It was a good heat racing. Joe Gary took the lead from the beginning, and Robbie Steinmetz tried to follow him on his second place, but as he told me after the race, he had some issues with the transmission, and it was visible because he went to the outside, making a lot of dust from the caution over there, but he was able to finish the race, and Dale Moole finished second, Logan finished third, and Robbie Steinmetz finished fourth. So we will see what will happen in the future event, and the race is really cool, and it's interesting to follow. How do you feel?
I was feeling really good till my transmission came out of gear again.
Because he was leading, like second place, it's also good. But then you started to look something on the outside and making all those a lot of clouds of dust. So what happened?
Yeah, I was really ripping good around the top, and then the transmission came out of gear. The synchros are just wore out in the transmission, and it just popped out of gear. And I got it back in gear and kept going, but by the time I did, they'd already passed me, and I dropped back to fourth. And it's really, really hard to pass on the bottom. You kind of have to be on the top. And but up until it came out of gear, it was running awesome. That was probably the best heat race I've ever had.
All right, congratulations, and be cautious there.
Yeah, hopefully we're gonna try and figure out some way to keep hold the thing in third gear for the feature, and maybe we can go out and run second in the feature. I don't know if I can pass Joe Gary Sr. He's really fast, but I would be ecstatic to come home second. That'd be awesome.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, the track's in pretty good shape. A little rough on the bottom, but it's not bad right now.
Thank you. Good luck there.
Thank you.
Hey Joe,
I'm not moving. Sorry.
hey Robbie, that's not top 5, it's top 2. So how do you feel about that?
I don't really want to get out and see what my car looks like.
It's not so bad, don't worry.
Yeah, second's cool by default. To be very honest with you, that first corner I was like, I can win this race. I can pass the 26. I had such a huge run on him all the way through the corner, and he just kept coming up and up and up. I never understood why these cars aren't allowed to have mirrors. I assume just because they don't want you blocking. But every time I've ever tried to pass someone, I was always like, please know that I'm down here. Please don't hit me. And apparently he didn't know that I was up there. He just came right up into me, and it was too late for me to back out. I was committed. And I'm really, really sorry to Joe Gary Sr. I never ever would want to wreck somebody. He got really, really badly smashed up. But I assume he's okay because he's over there working. He's over there working on it, I think. So we'll go over there and apologize to him in a second. But second's cool. I just wish it could have been clean. I don't know that I could have won because it started getting real hot at the end, and I grabbed another beer. I upshifted before so we should be getting a little toasty. I was trying to just limp it home. Just let me say huge thank you to my sponsors, GCS Home Improvements, Brothers Auto Body. Sorry for ruining your beautiful paint job. And Route 130 Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, which also happens to be where I work, and my crew chief. But thank you to all of my sponsors for your support. Thank you for everybody who comes out to the track and helps me out. And hopefully we'll get her back together and come back stronger.
Hey Logan, first year, first win.
Yeah,
How do you feel about that?
felt great. It's super smooth out there now after hot laps and heats, stuff like that, and just ran as fast as I could.
Yeah, and what are your plans now? How you see your season ahead?
Now I just gotta try to win points, the point system.
Cool, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Hey Dale, proud
Hey, how you
dad.
doing?
How are you doing?
Well, we didn't have such a good. Well, we had a great night. Don't get me wrong, we had a great night. The boy won. That was awesome. But unfortunately, something came apart in my motor, so we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board and figure out what happened. And that's racing. That's the way it goes. So you go from winning last week to a little trouble this week. But I couldn't be happier for my son. So,
Great, congratulations to you.
thank you very much.
Andy, proud grandfather. How are you doing? How are you feeling?
Good. It's good getting a win. Even though there was only a few cars, but he got the job done. He ran a beautiful race.
What will you tell now to your grandson about his season ahead?
Well, he should run good from here on out. We'll see. Yeah.
All right, let's hope so, and good luck. Thank you.
Thanks, bud.
The 4 cylinders race is over, and the teams are in mixed feelings. The Mool family are happy with the win of their son and grandson Logan. It is his first year and his first win, and they sure have a great start ahead, great season ahead. His father had some mechanical issues, so he withdrew, and kind of situation between Robbie and Joe, because it was a wreck, and the only thing Robbie wanted to do during his feature event is to run clean, but unfortunately it didn't happen, and Joe is very upset. Robbie is not very happy about his second place too, but still it's a race, and whole season is ahead, and hope it's going to be all right, and they will continue to deliver a great racing show in this 4-cylinder class, and especially, hey, they said today 16 cylinders, 4 cars, but what a story from today. Please come to grandstand, and you'll see all it in your proper eyes. Thank you.